welcome to today's video. And in today's video, I'll be doing a 2024 election prediction between Gavin Newsom and Donald Trump. I'm filming this video later than normal because it's Friday and I don't really want to go to bed. Right now, I kind of want to fall asleep because life, but yeah. So I am gonna be. I don't know if I am more quiet than usual, but my entire family is like asleep, I think. So I'm gonna be kind of quiet. I'm gonna go start by letting go Newsom safe states. By the way, I did earlier today get working on my election night, the 100 subscriber election night special. I did get started working on that, so I will hopefully have that up soon. I'm gonna have the entire weekend to work on it. I don't think I'm really doing anything. Actually, I'm watching Atlanta United tomorrow night against Montreal. And then after that, all I'm really going to be doing is probably hanging out and not just being able to work on it. So hopefully I'll be able to have it up soon. By the way, Colorado, it's going to be safe probably. Newsom's not going to do poorly enough with the Hispanic and Latino vote. And he's not going to do poorly enough in the suburbs. I don't think he's amazing, but I don't see it being, I don't see the shift not shifting enough. In Kansas, it's probably going to be safe for Trump. Newsom's probably worse than Biden in the suburbs or in the rural areas. And while he's probably going to do better in the Kansas City suburbs, just because they're going to continue to shift, it wouldn't be enough. For Newsom's likely states, New Mexico, Virginia, Maine at large, New Hampshire, and that is it. So in New Mexico, I don't see Newsom doing well enough with oil workers. And I mean, I see him doing well enough with the Hispanic and Latino vote, and I see Trump doing well with oil workers. So it'll probably end up being like Newsom plus 9 to Newsom plus 11. In Virginia, I think that Newsom's probably going to do better in a lot of these DC suburbs. That Trump's going to get a lot of rural turnout. Probably going to see Newsom win it by roughly 9%. In the state of New Hampshire, this one's really close between being lean and likely. I think Newsom's probably going to be slightly worse than Biden with the white rural college educated vote, which would make it on the line. But I'm just going to give it to Newsom. Likely, Maine at large, pretty inelastic. Trump's probably going to be better in Maine second, but it won't really matter. You'll probably say, Nebraska second. Newsom's not going to do poorly enough in the suburbs. For Trump's likely states, Alaska, not Florida, South Carolina, Iowa, Ohio, and Maine second. In Alaska, we're going to see more and more Native American turnout, which will probably favor Newsom. And Trump's he's going to be really strong with oil workers, but it's going to continue to shift to the left. South Carolina, Trump's going to do really well with the white rural vote, and Newsom probably won't do amazing with the black vote. I see it probably still being like Trump plus 12, Trump plus 13. Iowa, I'll start off with Iowa. Newsom's not going to do very well with the rural vote. He's going to do really bad with Obama to Trump voters, and it'll cost him a state. He'll probably lose about 10%. Similar thing in Ohio. He's not going to be able to be strong enough with the working class. Maine second, another very similar situation. And those are all of Trump's likely states. For Newsom's lean states, I'm going to give him Nevada and Minnesota. So in Nevada, Trump's going to do really well with the white rural vote, but Newsom's probably going to be strong enough. With the Hispanic and Latino vote, probably hang on to it by 1.5%. Minnesota, he's probably going to do worse with the working class, and I don't see him really running up the numbers in the Minneapolis area. For Trump's lean states, Texas, Florida, and Wisconsin. So, in Texas, Newsom's probably going to do better with the Hispanic and Latino vote and slightly better in the suburbs. Other than that, we're likely going to see Trump actually improve on his numbers with the rural vote. In Florida, Newsom's not going to do very well. In Miami, he's probably going to do decent with the older white vote, and he's not going to be able to do very well. He's going to do better, obviously, because they're going to continue to shift to the left, but he's not the Democrats' strongest candidate by any means in the suburbs. In Wisconsin, he's going to be a really weak candidate for the working class, I think. I just don't see him getting working class support. In a state like Wisconsin, in the 3rd district, even though Ron Kind, because he's the incumbent, he's a strong candidate for the district's going to win by 15% or whatever. Newsom's probably going to do really poorly there. We're likely going to see Trump end up carrying Wisconsin by 2 to 3%. Just because he's going to do significantly better with the working class than he would against Biden. Even though Biden was not amazing with the working class, but Newsom's not going to be able to run up the numbers in Milwaukee like he would need to. So for Newsom's tilt states, Michigan and Georgia is really close. I'll talk about Georgia in a minute. But so first off, let's start off in Arizona for Trump's tilt states. He's going to do better in the suburbs in Arizona. He's going to do better with the traditional conservative vote. I don't see Newsom being a strong candidate with older, probably older, traditional conservative voters that liked Romney, that liked McCain, that liked Bush, but did not like Trump. I mean, Trump still won in the suburbs, but he's not going to be, or Newsom's not going to be strong enough to be able to win over enough of those voters, especially after seeing me like they only have really voted for moderates. I mean, like, or in this, like, Cinema only won by 2.4%. She's a neolib. Kelly and Biden are very similar in ideology. And they both won by narrow margin, or Kelly won by 2.4%, I think. Biden won by like 0.3%. So we see them narrowly winning the state, but Newsom's going to be really weak in those suburbs, I think. In Georgia, actually, I'm gonna do Georgia last. North Carolina, Trump's gonna be able to run it up in the rural. I'm actually gonna give it to him lean. Trump's gonna run it up in the rural areas. And he's gonna do pretty well with the working class. Newsom's not gonna be able to get the turnout from a lot of these bigger cities that he's gonna need. In Pennsylvania, Trump's gonna be stronger with the rural vote. He's gonna do better with the working class. Newsom's just not gonna be able to run up the numbers in Philly. Honestly, this could also be lean, just because Newsom's not gonna be able to run up the numbers in an area like Philly. And I forgot, I was gonna give Detroit to Trump. I think I was already gonna. I may have changed. I think I was gonna give it to Newsom, and then I said to give it to Trump, and then I gave it to Newsom. Anyways, Michigan. That's Detroit, Michigan, the state. Newsom's not gonna be able to get numbers in Detroit. Trump's gonna do much better with the working class. Georgia is where it gets close. Trump's gonna really run it up in the rural areas, and I'm just gonna I see Trump being able to really run it up with his base, but Newsom just not being able to get the turnout needed. I mean, like, he's just not going to be able to turn out the voters necessary for him to be able to win. It's just not going to happen. And this is, I believe, the same map as 2016, which is kind of weird. But I just think that Newsom is a really weak candidate because he doesn't have the working class support, especially against someone like Trump. He's really weak against someone like Trump because he doesn't have the support with the working class. Trump's going to be able to really run up the rural numbers. But he's just not the type of candidate, I don't think, that's going to be able to really, like, turn out loads and loads of voters in a lot of these cities. I mean, like, I think that he can, but not nearly as much as Biden would be able to. I think we could see anti-Trump turnout flip Michigan and Georgia. But Newsom is just not exactly a strong candidate. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video tomorrow. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.